Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. This video will be the first video for my business series. It's going to be a how-to applique on my brother persona, and I'm so excited, so let's go ahead and jump into this video. So first I'm going to start off by hooping my onesie. This onesie is a 6-month and I'm using a 6x8 mighty hoop. And before I got started, I went ahead and pressed for the center point, because with the mighty hoops it's kind of hard to tell where your center is without the little grooves as a regular hoop. And here I'm just making sure that I stretch out to get that drum-like feel for the hoop, so it could be tight enough to go on the machine so my stitches could come out beautiful. And I just pull from the bottom to make sure I never pull for the top, because I'll mess up the center point. So the stabilizer that I will be using is the Broth Head Cutaway stabilizer. For me, cutaway works good on t-shirts. I do not have a problem with it. This stabilizer is a 12x10, and what I did was cut it in half so it could fit the hoop, because if I left it like that, then it'll be bunchy and it'll come out and it'll look really raggedy. So as I put it on the machine, I slide the stabilizer in between the hoop and the arm of the machine. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but if you want, I could do a video on how I slide it through and where I slide through. So this part, I'm just going to load my design from my USB drive. You do have the option to load it from the USB cord to your computer, but I use the USB stick. I sized my pattern to, not pattern, but design to the hoop size. I had to do it a little smaller because the antlers of the design were a little big and I didn't want to turn the design sideways. So next, I just take some heat transfer glitter vinyl and I'm going to remove the clear backing from it, and I just place it over the tack down stitch. And you want to make sure that you place it on top of it, covering the whole design, because if you don't, then you have to start over. It'll be a big mess. And you want to cut, when it's done, you want to cut around the design, close to the stitch as possible, but not on top of the stitch, if that makes sense. I have messed up plenty designs that way, so I just eye it to kind of make sure that I'm staying close to the stitch but not on top of the stitch. Some designs would have a I don't know my stitch names, but some of them would have like a crisscross stitch that would secure the applique paper, whatever paper or fabric you use, that when you cut it, you won't cut on top of the stitch. And some designers just have like one straight stitch around it, which is not that secure, but you just have to eye it just to make sure you don't cut on top of the stitch. So here I'm doing the same exact thing. I'm laying down my transfer paper and then I'm going to cut around the design. The scissors that I use to cut my appliques are the Fisker curved scissors. I did get these from Walmart, but you can also buy these from Amazon, and I believe they're about $7 to $8. So I did not record me changing my thread. I thought I did, but I didn't press record. So what I do is I tie the next color to the color that's already through the machine, and I just pull it down through the needle. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but it works good that way because you don't have to thread through the whole machine starting at number 1. Okay, so now that the design is finished on the machine, what I do is take some scissors and I cut around the design carefully. I do not want to cut the t-shirt, so I make sure that I'm cutting directly around the design. So here I'm laying on my tender touch, and I heat my heat press to about 330 and I let it press for about 7 seconds. The brand that I use is Sulky brand, and I got it from Amazon for about $14. And once I turn my onesie on the other side, I let it press for maybe another 10 seconds just to give it that clean finish that I like and to get all the wrinkles and smooth the design out. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is the final look for the shirt. I'm so happy with the results that it came out. And don't forget to subscribe, you guys, and like this video because there will be more.